Okay, Ji, let's get started with our today's lecture. Our today's lecture is on editable poly, editable mesh, right? Last we have did editable spline. Anyone having any doubt, any query for editable spline? No, all clear? Sure. Good. Okay. Now come to editable poly. In last class we have done editable spline, that is applicable on shapes, 2D shapes only, right? Today we are doing, we will do editable poly that will be applicable on your 3D models or your 3D pre-built 3D shapes or 3D objects elements, right? So if I take this box, right click, give some dimension, I create a cube actually, right? F4 for your this segments, right? So this is your box. You can see over here, look over here. This is box, this is default parameters of your box, right? Now you have to convert it into editable poly for further modification or for more options to modify it. For this, the same process, right click, you can convert it from here, editable poly, or select object, right click, convert to editable poly. Both ways you can do this, right? But please remember this, once you convert this in editable poly, you lose these parameters, same as in your spline. When you convert your spline into editable spline, you lose your default parameters. Same in this case, if you convert in your editable poly or spline, you lose these parameters. So please lock these parameters before you convert it, right? One more option is here, if you want to keep these parameters also and you want to edit poly, convert it into editable poly also, right? Go to modify list, press E, here is edit poly, click here. In this way you can have all the operations of editable poly plus your default parameters also, right? So that's your choice, you can go for this also. The same, this works also same, and if you right click convert it to editable, that works also same. So it is your options. So ideally I think you can go for this, क्योंकि अगर आपको फर्दर कभी ये चेंज करना है बीच में तो आप वो भी कर पाओ, राइट? So come to editable poly, click here, sorry, click here. Now you can see my editable poly is further subdivided with some sub objects, right? Vertex, edges, border, polygon and element. In spline we have sub objects, 3 sub objects in spline. What was that? क्या थे भाई spline में? Segments, spline and control point नाम का तो कोई नहीं है. Segment, spline, vertex, right? Same here, vertex, click on vertex. Vertex are these blue points, the same in spline जो spline में भी थे. Edge, edge is line between two vertex. In spline that is segment, but in your editable poly it is edge. This edge, this edge, this edge, right? Border I come to here later. Polygon is the whole surface of this polygon. जितने सेगमेंट्स ऐड करोगे उतने पॉलीगन्स ऐड हो जाएंगे, राइट? दिस इज पॉलीगन. एलिमेंट योर होल ऑब्जेक्ट, राइट? पॉलीगन डिलीट. एंड बॉर्डर इज योर ओपन एजेस. यहाँ पे पॉलीगन डिलीट हो गया, आई हैव दीज ओपन एजेस, सो बॉर्डर इज माई ओपन एजेस, राइट? इट इज क्लियर. Same way you can select from here also, or here also the same. vertex, edge, border, polygon and element, or keyboard shortcut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 the same way, right? Now before selecting any sub object, okay, this is your इसको vertex में करते हैं. Attach, detach the same way. If you have one more object, box or any other object, if you want to attach it, right click, इसका right में नहीं आ रहा है. Go here, here is your attach, here is a little box. If you have multiple objects, click attach. किसको करना है? इसको करना है. Enter. Now both are same. If you want to detach the same process, go to element, select all. I want to detach this element. Then scroll down. Here is detach. Detach. Now this is separate, this is separate. Right? Now come to the this your sub objects. First is your vertices. Vertex, first is your selection. Selection, oh okay, we have already done this. This is vertex, edge, border, polygon and element, right? Now suppose here is front, right? I want to select my front vertex only. Select this front vertex. If I move, see every vertex is selected. By default it is this. Go to front, front. Here is your ignore back facing. If you click over here and select your front by keeping front over here, now move, see only front vertex is selected by ignore back facing, right? If you don't take this, then by default all vertex will be selected. Click one vertex. Here is grow option, grow, more vertex to select. Here is shrink option, less to select, right, and so on. Soft selection, next is your soft selection. Use, take here, use soft selection. Go for any vertex, suppose off it. Now by default, if I select all these 4 vertices by pressing control key, now pull it, right? This is default way to pull your vertices. तो देखो कितना harsh दिख रहा है, सब कितना harsh है, right? If you want to make your pull with softly, कि वो पूरे object को cover करे softly, then use this soft selection. Now if you can see here, it changes the colors, right? If you go for blue color tends to minimum stress, green color towards, and red color is the most stress towards your vertices. Now this is your follow of how much you want to give effect, कितने ऑब्जेक्ट को आपको इसको असर देना है. सपोज जितना भी है, सपोज यही दे देते हैं. नाउ सिलेक्ट एंड पुल, see the difference, right? On the other hand, if I untick this, select, yes, it affects all area till here. It affects, right? It is clear? It is clear what is soft selection? This is for all, as हर किसी के लिए है ये. off it for now. Okay, edit vertex. Here is your remove one option. If you don't want this vertex, you want this polygon whole as a whole, then we have one option is to remove. Press remove, it will remove and you will get this big polygon, right? But if you go for delete, if you think that simply just click and delete rather than remove, then it delete all the attached surfaces also, right? Delete से surfaces भी delete हो जाएंगे. Use remove if you want the surface retain. Break the same. Select here. I have just clicking. Now see, every vertex is joined. All three vertex are joined with this. See, right? If I break it, break. Now click here. This is separate. This is separate. And this is separate. If you break it, right? Here is your weld. Weld two vertex, यानी select your two vertex weld और यहाँ पे है एक छोटा सा box. Go for here, give some value. Okay, weld. Or here is your target weld. Click here. I want to weld this vertex to this. Right? Now it is again my one vertex. If you see it, all become one. Right? This is your weld. Extrude, if you want to extrude any of your vertex, click here, extrude. If you want to give graphically on screen, you can go like this also. Or here is a window for this also. This. ये तो आगे फैला ही है. कितना लेना है आपको? Finish. Right, this is extrude. Chamfer. Or this is a box, little box for chamfer. This is segments. Target value convert. Okay, in this one is collapse. Collapse, if you want to create a multiple vertex into convert to one vertex. Suppose in this case I have these vertices. Yes, I have selected all. I want to convert it into a one vertex, then simply collapse. Right? Simply collapse. Attach, detach. Okay. Come to your next edge. Rest is same. Edit edge. Same split if you want to split it. Split edge. Spin here. चलो ये मैं देखती हूँ. Extrude same way, weld, chamfer, everything is same. Okay, connect is very important in this. What is connect? Connect is editable poly we use to make our advanced modeling, right? अगर हमें इंटीरियर का ये एक्सपीरियंस कुछ एडवांस मॉडलिंग करनी है to some make a expert modeling, or you can say your accurate modeling, perfect modeling with the details, then we use editable poly, right? If you want to create chairs, if you want to even create your floors, कि फ्लोर पे भी आपको टाइल्स खुद बना के दिखानी है, देन ऑल्सो वी यूज दीज टाइप ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट्स. So suppose I want to add like this edge, one more edge, so select all edges. This option is available over here also, connect, over here also connect. See, one edge is added. How many edges you want to add? 2, 3, whatever. Yeah. Right? Connect काफ़ी यूज़ होता है if you want to add edges. Suppose I want to add over here. If you want to add edge your vertically, then you have to select horizontal edges. If you want to add horizontal edge, then you have to select vertical edges. Perpendicular edge आपको select करना है. Select this, press Control key. These two edges I want to add vertical edge, right? Connect. ये break हुआ है. Right? Two edges. इसको मूव वगैरह भी आप कर सकते हो जिधर भी करना है आपको. Connect, create shape. This is also very important. Create shape. Suppose I want to create a beading type on this profile, right? So select one, go to your selection, ring. No, I don't want ring. Loop. ये देखो पूरा line select हो गया. For this select this, control select this, now go for loop. देखो ये पूरी edge select हो गई, right? And by pressing control key select these also, this. I want to create something bead or some border in this shape, right? So select your edges, connect, create shape, click here, the shape is created, but undo. चलो बाद में करते हैं. Create shape, click here, smooth or linear. You want a smooth shape or linear? Linear पे जाएंगे. Okay. Now my one shape is created over this. If you want to look over there, select this. See, this is shape. Now you can give some renderable thickness also. See, on the same profile. Just select your edges. अगर आपका कोई आपने वो बनाया है, if you have created any pillow, you want to give a corner beading or any frill, then you can select your corner edges and create shape and convert it into renderable thickness on rectangular or your radial. This is also very useful. This is a separate part. You can see, this is your separate. उसके साथ इसका कोई वो नहीं है. If you want a rectangular thickness, then you also give this. See, right? It make more easy to create these type of things, which is attached to your element. मतलब आपको exact वैसा ही shape चाहिए जैसा आपका element का है, तो ये बहुत काम आता है, right? Now border छोड़ो, polygon. Polygon is this part, any part in between your this segments. This is your polygon, right? Selections are same. Edit poly, extrude is same. ये जो मैं सेम बोल रही हूँ, आप लोगों ने करके देखना है खुद. यू हैव टू डू योर सेल्फ, एक्सप्लोर योर सेल्फ. जो मैं छोड़ रही हूँ सेम बोल के, राइट? सो दिस इज पॉलीगन. Okay, this I'll explain in other object in which you can understand this much better. You will go for sphere, right click, convert it into editable poly, polygon. I select these polygons, right, selected. Now go for your extrude. Click here. Now see over extrude palette, we have three options. One is your group matlab I have selected the which polygons I have selected, it extrude as a group, right. जितने भी मैंने ये polygon select किए हैं वो एक group की तरह extrude हो, तो ये देखो कुछ it will behave like this. Again click here. Local normal they keep joined themselves but along the axis, see, but ये पूरे जुड़े हुए हैं. Third option is by polygon. Each and every polygon should extrude along their own axis. Right? So extrusion is different by three ways: group, local normal and your by polygon. Right? So in sphere it is understandable more. Again back to here. Now this is my polygon. Extrude, bevel में भी वो है polygon है. See, this is your extrude. How much you want to extrude, plus or minus, and this is your bevel. How much you want to bevel. Right? Editable poly, you can work with editable poly only with your practice. इसमें कुछ रट्टा या कुछ आपको ऐसा याद नहीं रहेगा कि इससे वो होगा उससे वो होगा. जितना आप इसमें प्रैक्टिस करोगे उतना ही आपको ये पता चलेगा. राइट, इट इज़ ओनली अबाउट प्रैक्टिस. एडिटेबल पॉली, मॉडलिंग विद एडिटेबल पॉली इज ओनली योर प्रैक्टिस. जितनी प्रैक्टिस करोगे उतने आपको ऑप्शंस और पता लगेंगे. bevel, insert is simply just it insert a border, you can say a border. Finish. No, flip we use when sometime if you see some polygons get black, आपको कुछ black दिखेगा, then we use it to flip. Flip it. क्या है वो हो गया flip, ये हट जाएगा. राइट, अगर कुछ black दिख रहा है तो उसको flip करने के लिए. Hinge from edge, we'll take this edge, this polygon. Hinge from edge, click here, click here. Here is select edge. First किस edge को hinge करना है, इसको करना. Now click, see this, up to which degree you want to hinge it. This is segment. If you increase your segment, this shape convert into a arc. This shape converted into a arc. Yeah. By this also. Right, finish. Extrude along spline, this is also very interesting. वो अलग बनाते हैं. Right click, convert to editable poly, polygon. This is my polygon. I want to extrude this polygon along with the any of my shape. For this you have to create first shape. Go to your shapes, this is your line, L, create any shape you want to. Suppose I want to create a tap shape or whatever. No need to make it renderable on, so off it. Smooth. This is my shape. I want to extrude my polygon along with this shape. ही वो exact इसी shape की तरह ही मेरा. Now go here, select polygon, select any of your polygon, extrude along spline. Click here, select your spline. कौन सी spline है? This is my spline. See, my polygon is exactly extrude according to this spline shape. Now you have to edit it. You want to increase or decrease the segments. This is taper shape. This is twist. Right. Rest of the thing. Now come to element. अच्छा, paint deformation. One more thing is paint deformation. I'll show in planes. This you can use for your creating your variants. Select, increase your segments. More you can increase to give a smooth finish. Right click, convert to editable poly. Element, this is element. Now go to paint deformation. Here is your push pull. By pressing F2, this selection is shown only on edges. By pressing F2, selection पूरा element ही है पर सिर्फ आपको edge ही highlight हो रहे हैं. Push pull. See, this is a brush. The size of a brush you can check from here. Size of a brush. Sorry, this is so. Variance. You can create a variance. Size of brush. Increase the size of brush. Or you can increase the push value. Right. Strength, you can increase the strength. बड़ी हुई है, पूरी बड़ी हुई है. Okay, right. By this way you can create a variance also. Now only after clicking on commit this will final, otherwise वो फिर गायब हो जाएगा. Commit उसको करोगे तभी आएगा वो. Right. Last thing is left your slice plane. Suppose this is my object. Delete this. Okay, this is your object. Go to element. This is my whole object. Edit geometry. Here is your slice plane. If I want to cut it in two parts or whatever, go to any particular view. Please go to any particular view. Don't slice on your 3D isometric view, right? Go to front, top, left, जिधर भी आपको cut करना है. Suppose I want to cut it from the center. Now go to your slice plane. This is my slice plane. Now this it is by default it is in your horizontal. You have to first rotate it. Here is your rotate icon. Click here, right click, sorry, and here is your rotate angle. On which particular angle you want to rotate your plan. On this, right click, here is your angle. I want to rotate my on 90 degree. Okay. Now if I rotate this, it will rotate by 90 degree. You can give any angle. This. Now slice. slice it. Now if you see one more edge is created. ये देखो एक और edge आ गई है. Now if you go for polygon, this is separate polygon and this is separate polygon, right? But with slice only the object remain one. पूरा object एक ही रहेगा. Element में जाके if you select on element, it will select as a whole, not as a half, right? But if you want to again go to slice plane, this is slice plane, I want to cut it in middle. Now here is the split option, click here, split option, click. Now slice off. Now click here again element, now click here, see, now full half element will be selected. This is my half, this is my half. Now you can detach it, simply detach your element. This is separate, you can change the color for better view. एग्जैक्ट ये देखो पूरा एग्जैक्ट हाफ में से उसने स्लाइस कर दिया, राइट. स्लाइस इज अ वन मॉडिफायर ऑल्सो अवेलेबल. अगर इसमें नहीं भी करना है, गो फॉर मॉडिफाई, प्रेस एस, हियर इज स्लाइस. ये देखो दिस इज योर स्लाइस प्लेन, क्लिक हियर, दिस इज स्लाइस प्लेन. सी दिस इज योर स्लाइस प्लेन. कहाँ रखना आपको, कहाँ पे कट करना है, जहाँ पर भी करना है. रिफाइंड मैश, स्प्लिट मैश, कुछ ऐसे हो जाएगा. रिमूव टॉप, ऊपर वाला हाइड करना है, या रिमूव बॉटम, नीचे वाला हटाना है. इसको फिर भी आप कर सकते हो. कितना का आपको चाहिए, हाउ मच यू वांट. ये हमने स्प्लिट कर दिया ना, ये तो अलग अलग है ऑब्जेक्ट, हमने तोड़े नहीं, तो वो एक पर ही मैं लगा रही हूँ, राइट. अगर दोनों पे लगाना, दोनों को इकट्ठा सिलेक्ट करके भी स्लाइस लगा सकते हो, राइट. इट इज क्लियर व्हाट इज स्लाइस. दिस इज ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो मेनी टाइम्स वी यूज स्लाइस. नेक्स्ट इज योर ओन क्रिएटिविटी, योर ओन एक्सपोजर. कितना आप प्रैक्टिस करते हो, कितना आपको आता है, राइट. इट इज क्लियर. दैट्स ऑल फॉर टुडेज लेक्चर. Now your next assignment is you have to import your design problem. Right now which design problem is going on in your design class? My campus. And planning is done? Joedavi campus. Planning is done? Okay, then you take your last semester design. What is your last semester design? लाइब्रेरी या मॉल, जो भी है, whatever is big, जो भी बिग है आपका प्रॉब्लम, वो वाला आप लो उसमें. तो कॉल योर कैड फाइल इन योर 3ds Max. जस्ट गोइंग थ्रू हाउ टू कॉल, आई जस्ट शो यू. Go to file, here is import, go for your 2D plan. Suppose this is my 2D plan. This dialog box will appear. Keep here layers and weld nearby vertices. By default, sometimes click over here, it is clicked over here, auto smooth and untick here by default. So you have to untick this and click this. We are calling 2D, right? So that's why we want to weld our vertices if there is any open vertex. If you are importing 3D, then we use auto smooth, not weld vertex, right? But now we are taking only 2D. Okay, see, this is my converted into any bright color so that you can see this easily, right? Huh? And oh, before calling this, please check your units, customize, unit setup. In 3ds Max, we are working with 2 units. First is this system units, click here. This is your actual working unit you are working with, right? So please check this. The plan, my plan is in feet inches, so this is inches, okay. And this is your visual unit. Visual unit means कि कुछ भी box बनाती है तो वो यहाँ पे जो दिखता है मुझे, that is visual unit, right? So please make them same. इन दोनों को same ही रखा करो. जो भी है यहाँ पे feet inches, okay, right? First change your units, then import your plan, right? ये फिर उसके आगे मैं बताऊंगी आपको कैसे वो walls वगैरह create करनी है. First, explore your options. Create a editable poly with taking box, phone, whatever. कुछ भी लेके editable poly on करो. Take all options, check all options, import your design plan. Right? Clear है जी? Okay. Thank you.